Hi friends, today I am making video on the fourth chapter of first Christ for the students of class 10th. Your examination is round the corner. I mean to say your examination is very close. Just after the opening of the school, it has been decided by several schools that they will conduct examination, and so keeping in view your approaching examination, I am making these days videos for you all on different chapters. You can see in my playlist, you can read other chapter also. And these days I am busy in making videos for you all people, for both for the students of 11, for the students of 10th and 12th. I will also make video on for the students of 11 and 9. It will be within 2 or 3 days. आज मैंने जो चैप्टर शुरू किया है आप लोग के लिए, ये चैप्टर का मैंने सिलेक्शन इसलिए किया कि स्टूडेंट्स ने कहा कि सर बहुत सारी इंफॉर्मेशन है एंड ड्यू टू सो मेनी इंफॉर्मेशन वी जनरली गेट कंफ्यूज्ड. So there is no need of getting confused. Try to focus. One thing is quite certain that you will have to read the chapter. Read it. Reading is the best way to overcome hurdles so far as understanding anything is concerned. And I have tried in this video to make your doubt clear. I have tried very honestly that you may not have any sort of confusion so far as the theme, so far as the content, so far as the purpose are concerned. Dear children, ये डायरी ऑफ एन फ्रैंक जो है, it is a part of a novel, The Diary of a Young Girl, and this young girl is Anne Frank. Anne Frank, who got posthumous popularity, who got popularity after death, and her diary was published after her death. What was the reason of her death? That is mentioned, everything is mentioned in that diary. As you have to study the chapter, The Diary of Anne Frank, we must know who is Anne Frank. Anne Frank is a Jewish girl who is a victim of Holocaust, who is a victim of Nazis injustice. When Hitler came in power in Germany, he has started targeting Jew community. The people of Jew community started fleeing, and N parents were one of those people who were fleeing for safety, who were fleeing for life, for protection, for security, because there was a big question mark on their life. N Frank के father, when Hitler got power, when Hitler consolidated his power in Germany, N father moved to Amsterdam. He remained there for some years, but very soon it came in knowledge that Hitler's power has got expanded to Amsterdam. So N's father and his colleague, they moved to an annex. Annex is just behind the business office of N father. It's a small place where they remained hiding. It's a sacred place where they remain hidden for 2 years. It was a very painful time, it was a very difficult time. Anne Frank has recorded in her diary how much pain she had to undergo, how much complications she had to undergo. She has given a very honest expression of her unshared emotion. In that diary we will study. And now we should understand next thing. After 2 years क्या होता है कि कोई इन्फॉर्म कर देता है जर्मन forces को, Nazis को, regarding that some people are hiding there. They are discovered, they are captured and transported to concentration camp. इतनी बात तो मैं आपको समझा रहा हूँ जी। कंसंट्रेशन कैंप क्या होता है? When what a concentration camp is the camp where victims are kept. That is a, that is, you can say that that death in a life. People are kept like animals. They are tortured. They are beaten. Their problem is their basic facilities are not given to them. They are moved to gas chamber, and anyhow that is a place where main intention is to kill the person. सो एन फ्रैंक, उसकी सिस्टर, उसकी मदर, सब लोग को भेज दिया गया। होता क्या है कि उस कंसंट्रेशन कैंप में एन फ्रैंक की सिस्टर मर जाती है, फिर एन फ्रैंक मरती है ड्यू टू सफोकेट, ड्यू टू टॉर्चर, एंड आफ्टर दैट दे डाइड ऑफ डिजीज टाइफस, because there was a scarcity of basic facility of life. Developed contracted disease typhus, and they finally died. Her mother also died of starvation. Her father remained the only survivor of that. What happened that British forces came and rescued those people who were imprisoned in that concentration camp. These all things are happening. इतनी बातें मैंने आपको एक अंडरस्टैंडिंग दिया जिससे कि आप समझ सकें। नेक्स्ट थिंग क्या है, ऑन हर 13th बर्थडे एन फ्रैंक का पूरा नाम जो है उसका एनलिस मैरी फ्रैंक, शी वॉज बोर्न ऑन 12th June 1929। 12th June 1929 को उसका बर्थ होता है। इट इज उनका बर्थ है। एंड हर मदर नेम इज एडिथ हॉलैंडर फ्रैंक। मैंने आपको बोला कि I want to tell you all that MCQ syllabus has been changed. MCQ will come in exam. So each point needs to be kept in mind so that you may not miss any question. What is the name of Helen? What is the name of Anne mother? Her mother name is what? Edith Hollander Frank. Father name Otto Frank. On 13th birthday, एन फ्रैंक के पापा उसको एक डायरी देते हैं एज ए बर्थडे गिफ्ट। शी इज 13 years old at the time. So writing in diary is a very strange experience for her. What she should write and who will trust in the words of a small girl? Even she will be surprised and she will not believe. She thinks on all these things. Further, what happens, she thinks that it is not that I have no friends. She has friends. And the best time she feels with friends when she is enjoying. But none of them is so close to her that she could confide in them. She was not any true friend. She had not any closest friend. As a result of which she didn't share everything to anyone. She says that, but I will write the diary. It will be my true friend, and उसने उसका नाम रखा किटी। MCQ में आ सकता है जी, what is what name was given to diary by Anne Frank? Kitty name दिया उसको जी। And she started writing. उससे पहले बोलती है कि I have so many things to keep off my chest. Means what? I have so many unshared emotions, unshared experiences, है ना, which I want to unburden, and I can unburden. She can unburden in that diary. She has started. She says that I don't want to start diary in right way. So she presents some information that is must to know and better. वो लिखती है रिगार्डिंग हर फैमिली, हर फादर, हर मदर, ग्रैंड मदर। एन फ्रैंक के फादर, अकॉर्डिंग टू एन फ्रैंक, He is a very adorable man, very sweet man, very caring man, very responsible man who loves his daughter very much. एन भी अपने फादर से बहुत अटैच्ड है. What happened that Anne Frank कहती है कि her father married her mother when he turned 36 and her mother 25. Later on, what happened? Margot Anne Frank was born in 1926 and Helen was born in 1929. What happened in 1933? Helen's father immigrated to Holland. Mother went later on and they were kept at Aachen under the care of grandmother. In February, what happened? Margot was also taken after some days of the departure of mother, and Anne was taken as the birthday gift. Plunk down means what formally it is the put down, and birthday gift. What happened that Anne Frank was very close to her grandmother, both close थे. Grandmother also loved her much. It is reflected that in 1941 Anne की grandmother बीमार पड़ती है. She did not. So on that year क्या उसका celebration she had. Grandmother had to get an operation and her birthday is not celebrated. What happened in 1942? उसकी grandma मरती हैं in January, and in June what happened when her birthday celebration is celebrated? Her birthday celebration is made. There is a makeup of the last celebration, last loss. So it was a very good celebration, and she burnt a candle for her grandmother. It this दिखाता है कि she had a great deal of love for her grandmother. ये पॉइंट्स को आप दिमाग में रखो because एक क्वेश्चन आ सकता है जी, how can you say that there was a great bond of emotion between Anne and her grandmother? We can say that she did not celebrate her birthday when she fell ill. She burnt a candle in her memory when she died. These things. अब वो इसमें बताती हैं एन फ्रैंक बताती हैं कि at Montessori when she was in sixth form means class के सेंस में आता है, sixth class. Her headmistress Mrs. Cuprus. Helen was very close to Mrs. Cuprus, and at the end of the session, when she had to separate herself from her teacher, both of them are in tears. They are broken at innermost. So this is things she has given as a pre information before writing her diary. She has mentioned all these things so that we may have a systematic understanding of Helen, systematic understanding of any life. एनी के लाइफ को सिस्टमेटिक तरह समझने के लिए उसने इस तरह से प्रेजेंट किया. फर्दर हम लोग क्या देखते हैं? फर्दर व्हाट वी सी दैट शी स्टार्ट्स राइटिंग हर डायरी लिखती है वो. We find that she says that when school starts, in school there is a quacking, there is fear. Fear what? As students are making noise, they are nervous, they are full of fear. Fear is that teachers were holding meetings, and the purpose of meeting क्या था कि who will be promoted to the next class. So the whole class is in guess game. Someone is saying I will pass, I will not, I will send, I will not. These words are echoing in the whole class. In Frank कहती है कि नो आई एम गुड. हर फ्रेंड कहती वी आर गुड, बट क्वार्टर ऑफ द क्लास डमीज, दे आर नॉट फिट टू बी प्रमोटेड. लेकिन वो कहती है कि नथिंग कैन बी सेड एज द टीचर्स आर द मोस्ट अनप्रिडिक्टेबल क्रिएचर ऑन द अर्थ. टीचर्स को बोलती है बहुत अनसर्टेन, अनप्रिडिक्टेबल, नथिंग कैन, टीचर के बारे में कुछ नहीं कहा जा सकता. इतनी बातें होती है जी. फिर वो कहती है कि आई हैव अ प्रॉब्लम इन मैथमेटिक्स, माई मैथमेटिक्स इज नॉट सो गुड, एंड इन रिमेनिंग सब्जेक्ट आई एम क्वाइट ओके, आई हैव नो प्रॉब्लम. हर मैथमेटिक्स टीचर Mr. Keesing, an old-fashioned man who is very much fond of discipline, who is very much fond of system, who is very much fond of accuracy on the part of our students. Mr. Keesing is very much annoyed with एन फ्रैंक. क्या भाई कारण था एनवायंस का? एन फ्रैंक थोड़ा बातें करती है ज़्यादा क्लास में, थोड़ा क्या बहुत बात मिली है, बहुत ट्राई करते हैं मिस्टर किसिंग के प्लीज डोंट मेक नॉइज, डोंट टॉक अ लॉट. एन फ्रैंक डजंट टेक इनटू कंसिडरेशन एनीथिंग एंड वो उसकी बात को नहीं मानती. तो उन्होंने एक पनिशमेंट देना शुरू किया कि यू हैव टू डू एक्स्ट्रा वर्क. एक्स्ट्रा वर्क क्या दिया भाई कि यू राइट एन एसे ऑन द टॉपिक अ चैटर बॉक्स. अब सोचती है व्हाट शी शुड राइट, क्या लिखे भाई टॉपिक पे चैटर बॉक्स पे. शी इज थिंकिंग अगेन थिंकिंग एंड शी कम्स अप विथ एन न्यू आइडिया. कहती है कि टॉकिंग इज द ट्रेट ऑफ ए स्टूडेंट. बच्चों का क्वालिटी है, ट्रेट है, कैरेक्टरिस्टिक है, and it can be controlled but not a lot. And to me the situation is different. My mother is talkative, so I am, and I cannot do anything more with inherited quality. Mr. Keesing, after reading this, he laughs, and he again gives नेक्स्ट ऐसे. इसका टाइटल था इनकॉरेजिबल चैटर बॉक्स. इनकॉरेजिबल चैटर बॉक्स. शी गिव्स a reply but no satisfactory changes are in Anne Frank. Mr. Keesing gives next last one. Quack quack quack, said Mr. Chatterbox. This time Anne Frank had already exhausted her ingenuity, exhausted her talent in preparing two essays earlier. Now she is thinking what she should write. So she planned that now she will make it, as the teacher has made a comment on me, I will make it in such a way that it will be a comment on him. Her friend who is very much good in poetry, Sane उसकी दोस्त है जी, बहुत अच्छा पोएट्री लिखती है. तो डोंट वरी, वी विल राइट दिस इन पोएटिक वर्स फॉर्म. एंड दे स्टार्ट राइटिंग इन वर्स फॉर्म में लिखते हैं उसको. तो वर्स फॉर्म में लिखती है तो उसमें क्या, सी मेंशन द स्टोरी ऑफ अ स्वान एंड हिज वाइफ डक एंड 3 डकलिंग्स. उनका स्टोरी लिखने लगती है. तो उस स्टोरी में क्या लिखती है कि स्वान इज अ वेरी स्ट्रिक्ट मैन हु डजंट फाउंड ऑफ his children talking a lot. So what happened one day, out of anger, out of annoyance, he killed his children. 3 ducklings को he beaten to death. He beaten them so much that they died. ये लिखती है. अब जब वो मिस्टर कीसिंग पढ़ते हैं ऐसे को तो बहुत हंसते हैं, because she has made it a comment on him, but he is a very good man. He took it in a humor, and whenever in whichever class he went, he shared the story with the students. But by this time he understood one fact, that Anne Frank cannot live without talking. So he has got a bit forgiving, and he also understood one thing, that Anne Frank has talent. She is a very bright girl with good intelligence, has a sharpness of mind. इतनी बातें she has mentioned all these points in her diary. Dear children, मैंने आपको बताया कि सिलेबस को फुल्ली चेंज कर दिया गया है. चेंज इन द सेंस कि क्वेश्चन पैटर्न सेक्शन ए बी रहेंगे, आपके एमसीक्यू रहेंगे. आप हमेशा याद रखना, एन फ्रैंक की मदर का नेम क्या है भाई, एडिथ हॉलेंडर फ्रैंक, फादर ओटो फ्रैंक, हर बर्थ, द रीजन ऑफ हर डेथ, ऑल दिस थिंग, कंसंट्रेशन कैंप क्या था, हु वाज इन पावर, फ्रॉम विच कम्युनिटी शी वाज फ्रॉम Jew community, what was the reason of her death, typhus was the reason, टाइफस डिजीज है. I hope after listening or watching my video, you will be having resources to answer the questions, because I have discussed every point in such a way that there may not be any confusion. Hope you will get benefited. इसको आप बेल आइकॉन्स को जरूर दबा लेना, क्योंकि इधर मैं वीडियो बनाऊंगा आपके पास और आपका एग्जामिनेशन नजदीक है. You will ultimately get benefited. And for the students of 12th, I will also making. And for 11th and 9th, work is going on very soon. People will get. And for competitive English, videos will come. But now I am making videos for students whose examination is around the corner. Examination is just knocking at their door. So I have planned that there should be videos made in such a way that it could prove very helpful to each and everyone aspiring to score good marks in examination. So children, लाइक करो, इसको सब्सक्राइब करो, शेयर करो, बेल आइकन्स को दबाओ. नेक्स्ट वीडियो यू विल गेट वेरी सून.